Good morning, everybody. Sarah here with our Abundantly Blessed Homestead, or Ann Liquor Acres. Update. It's been probably about a week since I filmed last, and we are down to kind of the final push of getting all of the plants in, getting the chicken tractor built so I can get our meat birds out. And we found a buyer for one of our geese. She wants to start a mating pair. So we are going to be getting that ready. Also to get that over to her tomorrow. And we've got lots to plant this week. It's supposed to be in the 80s all week long. So really looking forward to it, and hopefully can get all of this done, get my garage cleaned up, and then start thinking about sowing and starting our seeds for the fall harvest, because those will need to come. We're probably about 6-8 weeks before I need to have those ready to go in. So we need to be thinking about what we want to plant and kind of get those ready to start. So I'm going to show you around what I've got, what Steve did over the weekend. I am so thrilled. He worked diligently and so hard on this chicken tractor. He's going to come home tonight and get it finished up. And so I'll kind of show you what that is. And we'll just kind of go through the day together. So what I've got here first are my plants. These are what I have to get put back in. I just took all of my potato slips, and I didn't even count them. Put them all in there so that they can start getting the roots on. So hopefully in the next couple of days I can get those planted out. I have my basil that is ready to go out into the garden. I've got some peppers. Everything needs a good watering, because it was really windy and really dry and warm the last 2 days, so I got a little behind on my watering. I still have feverfew here that I'm going to be putting in. I decided that around the house they really weren't growing anything, any pretty flowers or anything, so I'm going to use that as an herb bed this year. My rosemary looks a little puny, but I think if I can get those potted a little differently, they might get a bit stronger. I've got some thyme I need to go in, my yarrow. I did pick up a spearmint and a peppermint plant here at our local greenhouse, just because mine wasn't really doing too well. And of course, after I got that, I came over and looked at them, and I've got some good ones starting of spearmint. So that's okay. I can never have enough because I like it in tea, and we're going to put them in tinctures and use it that way. I've got some mullein left. I need to get a couple of those to a friend of mine that she wanted those, some lemon balm she wanted. But then I'm going to get, I think I've only got like 1 or 2 then that I'll plant. I got more yarrow, more thyme. So those are pretty much the plants that I'm going to plant this morning out in the side of the house. I have my dill that is going to go into the garden area, so I need to get those out. My jalapenos look like they're just about strong enough. I might leave them for 1 more week here in the garage and let them get a bit stouter before I put them out in the garden. And then I am so excited. I have tried for several years to start lavender by seed myself, and I was never successful at it. They would only get maybe about to here, and then they would die. These have been wonderful, and they're so nice and strong. I'm going to find a place to put those. I think I want to put those out in the garden as well, maybe even some out front of the house. But yeah, and it smells so good. You just rub your hand over it and you can just smell that lavender. This I was hoping to have so that I could use those for medicinal purposes, and so essential oils, things like that. I absolutely love lavender honey tea, so this is a real win for me. So I got to be very mindful of where I'm going to put these, because I don't want to lose them. I'm so excited. All right, so we're going to walk around here. Let me show you what Steve has been working on. Oh, and these are onion bulbs I got to get in. So I have to prepare the bed today or tomorrow and get all of those in before I lose them. So Steve and I, here's an update on our birds. We got these meat birds, which I videoed when we went and picked those. I went and picked those up, brought them in. They are only 2 weeks old today, and they live up to their name as being sea monsters. They are savages. I put in their food, and before I can get their water filled and come back, the food is nearly gone. So they need to be outside. Today, I was really hoping to get them out today. Steve lacks a little bit to do on their house, their chicken tractor that they're going to be going in. So he's hopefully going to get that finished tonight so we can get them out tomorrow. One more day isn't going to hurt anything. It is just getting very crowded for them. It's starting to get smelly, even though I put in new bedding every day. But I'm super excited because this is a new experience for us, and it's going great. And Bella, she has been really good with them, and she just kind of pokes around, looks, is curious, but doesn't try and get in there with them. So it's great. Niall went home to my son and daughter-in-law over the weekend, so we are just now with Bella. We hope that he's doing well. I do have some white potatoes here that we're going to, seed potatoes that we got. These I got from the market, so we're going to put those in. Those are seed potatoes that we got. We'll put those in. This is the backside of the almost finished chicken tractor. So what we're doing here, let me see if I can pull the plans out. These plans came from Jason Contreras from Sow the Land, and he is down in North Carolina, him and his wife, and he designed these, and so I picked these up from him, and he's got the material list and everything, and it is just pretty slick. That's what it's going to look like finished. However, we expanded ours because this one he has is a small. We expanded it to hold 30 birds. So all I did was I got these plans. Steve doubled everything, and he's just been, going through and step-by-step plans and putting all of that together. So we've got one side here that still needs the tin on it. The back side still needs the tin, but let me walk around here to the front and show you from the front angle. So it's very, very bright today. So basically, you'll be able to see it better when we get it outside, but it is a very long 10 foot by 6 foot, I believe is what he ended up doing. Basic box. This area here that is still open, he's got to finish the top. That's going to be stationary, so it's not going to move. But this part here, he has, I think, one more piece of tin to put on side by side. That is their shelter then underneath, so they can get out of the elements. This whole top, which I think is pretty slick, there's two handles there, and it lifts. So I can get in and out when it comes, time to, every day when I need to do their food and water. But then when it comes time for butchering, it'll be easier to get in there with and catch them, because otherwise they'll all hunker in up underneath there, and I wouldn't be able to get it if I didn't have this top to open. So that's kind of where I'm at right now today. So it's just kind of a lot of last minute things. I'm out watering the garden right now. I've got my lettuce out back, my tomato plants. None of my tomato plants made it. So we're going to have a later crop of tomatoes. I have to restart those seeds. I should be getting those in. I ordered some more seed from Johnny's Select Seeds. And because around here locally, they don't have the Amish paste for some reason, tomatoes. So I figured I'll just order another couple more packets of seed and get those started, and then by August I can get those in so that we have it's just going to be a later crop than what I'm normally used to, but that's okay. As long as I get them. I was really afraid that I wasn't going to have tomatoes this year and starting to panic, didn't really know what I was going to do. So yeah, I'm going to kind of get organized here and get some things started, but I will be back because I want to show you the lettuce. I want to show you how the onions are doing, what the garden is up to. It still looks pretty puny, but we're well underway. The onions are coming up. My lettuce out back looks beautiful. The tomato plants that I did do in the pots, they look like they're getting pretty strong. So yeah, we'll look at that, and then just kind of step by step and see what I can get done today. Oh, and I wanted to show you how the SCOBY looks in my kombucha that I'm still making. It's still sitting there, and yeah, it looks like it's gonna work and gonna be good. So we're still a couple weeks out from that, but I'll go through and we'll show you all of that too. So stay tuned.